All right, we are up and going.
Okay, guys, you guys know we got the SUF retreat is coming up, and that's actually the wrong date, Michael. Did I send you the wrong slide? I sent you the wrong one. Yeah, I did. It's actually definitely not March 23rd. It's going to be April 16th through the 19th. Um, my apologies for the wrong slide there. I did that and didn't even look at it, but it is the same graphic with a different date. So April 16th through the 19th, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about everything that we're gonna do, where you need to go, and all the things is what we're gonna cover here. Mike, we'll go to that next slide. So I'll show you exactly what we're gonna talk about. If you haven't registered, especially if you're in the app and you have not registered for the Straight Up Fishing retreat this year, I don't even know what are you doing. This is your chance to learn. You can learn from other people. We have tackle there. This is your chance to actually practice a lot of the stuff that we talk about in the app. So you need to register, you need to get there. If you're not in the app, I know it's streaming on Facebook and some of the other platforms and that, you definitely should try to attend one of the Straight Up Fishing seminars. There's really nothing else that exists like it. There's seminars that you can get at trade shows, etc., but there's nowhere where you can go fishing and then bring the questions from your fishing to the seminar to get them answered. So that's the place for it. It's the best place for you to learn. I haven't had anybody that come to any one of our seminars and left and think, man, I really kind of wasted my time, which is why we turned it from a 1-day event into a 4-day event for that exact reason. So who can attend? Anybody can attend. It doesn't matter if you're in the app. The app people get a little discount, but if you're coming to anybody can come to the SUF retreat. We're going to talk about who can attend. We're going to talk about how to register. We're going to talk about just the schedule of events in this video, this live class, whatever you want to call it. We're going to talk about the on the water classes. It's something I've added different this year. So you guys know usually I have Gene Gene Jensen comes and does a live class, but this year we're going to do a live on the water class on the 16th. So it's up to 3 kayaks only, up to 3 boats per class, live on the water training with Gene Jensen. So you can see exactly what he's talking about. When he says, oh, they're on secondary points, and you got in your mind what you think may be a secondary point. No, when you go with Gene this time, you'll be able to see exactly what a secondary point looks like. Okay, or what a creek turn. When he says they're on creek turns, or when they're staging here, or when they're doing this, instead of seeing it, hearing him talk about it, you actually be able to get on the water and see exactly what he's talking about. Okay, stop pointing. All right, we're going to talk about the seminar day, what you can expect for as a seminar, and then we're actually going to talk about the fishing too. So in this class, I'm going to talk about where you can go, where you need to look on the lake, what you need to bring on the lake, and we're going to break down the lake, kind of generally speaking, and what you can expect to get here. Because I know a lot of people are coming from a long ways. Listen, I get messages all the time. Michael, we can go to the next slide. I get messages all the time. Brian, come to North Carolina. Come to Texas. Hey, this is the one. This is the one. If Kevin Skavinsky can come from Wisconsin, good buddy, you can drive here from Texas. This is the one. I'm not going to Arkansas. That you kind of get the car, drive there, and go home. Like, this is a whole retreat. It's worth the drive, okay? So let's talk about the seminar portion of it on April the 18th. Any registered SUF member?
Hey, Brian, I lost you.
If you want to register, we're gonna put it in the comments of all the platforms here. But anybody can join. Anybody can attend the 18th. We also have the 16th and 17th. The 16th, April 16th, April 17th is just for fishing. Very simple. I don't have anything fancy to tell you. We'll meet up at the morning at Seneca Marina. And I'm going to show you where that is and where we're going to go. We're going to get to that. So just chill if you're in the comment section. barking about that. I'm gonna show you exactly where to go, where to do it. It's all in your email if you've registered for the event anyway. But I'm gonna show you exactly where to go. We'll meet up on the 16th in the morning. Probably do 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere along in there. We'll get a good call time. We'll meet up. We'll talk about what you can expect on the lake. You go out fishing. If you're in the app, get in the community section. If you don't have a boat and you want to get out in the water, partner up with somebody else in the app, or vice versa. Like this is the time to partner up and meet some of the other people that you see in the app and in the lives and comments, etc. Just put out a feeler inside the app. Hey, coming to the retreat. I'd love to get out on the water. Does anybody have an empty seat? That's all you got to do. 16th, we'll go fishing. Come back in the evening. We'll have just like a little round table in the evening. We can get back together. Seneca Marina probably even feed us dinner on Thursday night too. That's 16th. We'll do the same thing on the 17th as well. We'll go out and go fishing, because one day fishing on a lake you've never been to really doesn't do that much good. A lot of times it takes you a little time to figure out where to go, where to fish, what the fish are using, what works for you. So that's why we turn in 2 days. You go out the second day the same time. We'll meet at let's just say 8 o'clock. We'll do a little briefing, go out and go fishing. All right. Here's a beautiful part about this. You go fishing. The 18th, we'll have the seminar. Any questions, anything goofy that has come up, anything you had problems with, anything that you saw you didn't understand. Maybe you caught fish, share it with us. Maybe you didn't catch fish, share it with us. We'll try to figure out how to get you on.
Brian, I lost you.
Catching anything.
Okay.
Follow up with people in the app. Hey, man, I'm really struggling today. We had one bite in the last 6 hours. Posting the app, I guarantee you somebody will hit you back and say, hey, we're throwing a shaky head on secondary points from Green Pond to Andersonville Island. Okay? So that's what the app is for us to communicate with and be able to talk to one another. Let's jump to the next slide, Mike.
While I'm swapping that over, I just lost Brian. For those of y'all, sorry, I don't know what's going on with the app. We are on Facebook. And yes, Brian is at the campground, which is why he's got a little bit of an issue with reception. You back with me, Brian?
Yeah, did I lose? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
But I think it never loaded in there.
Yeah, we're having some issues with the app, and a lot of folks are jumping over into the Facebook group. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Of course, it's going to act up now.
Whole thing just dropped, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the app, but it looks like everybody's able to get into the Facebook group.
Okay.
No, Tim Dodson, MacTune did not break it, but so the chat's working. We are getting an error on a maximum allowable connection attempt. So I'm gonna have to get with the platform and see what the heck is going on. So
I did see some comments on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The comments are working. Yeah. I appreciate everybody chiming in and flexing.
Okay.
So I say keep pressing. We'll get the recording of this, but I mean we can get some questions and stuff from folks as we get through.
Yeah. Do I where did I get cut off at? Because I don't know. I was going pretty hard before I realized I wasn't even. talk to anybody.
I think you're good to just start on the how to register slide.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I got the rest. All right. How we can register? I think Michael may have put it in the. I'm on the. I'm in here on the. I can't see it, but maybe put the link to register. You can go to sufschool.com. If you're new to the app, if you're already in the app, there's a little button at the back of at the bottom right hand corner that says retreat. You can just click on that and get registered for the app. You also can you can register at the door at 418. It would really help us if we know ahead of time, because we get a lunch comes with your registration. So if you register at the door and I don't know that you're coming, I'm not saying that you won't get nothing to eat, but you might not. I think we'll be able to take. I don't suspect we'll have 100 people that register at the door, but I love you can definitely register at the door if you decide last minute. All right, we can keep on going there. Keep, of course, that website sufschool.com is where you want to register. Okay, here's our itinerary. Yeah, we can just make it small like that. That's perfect. We can go way small. They don't need to see me. They just need to hear me. So, April 16th, I kind of already went through this. April 16th, that's a Thursday. We're going to meet at Clemson Marina at 8 a.m. We'll do a little on the water fellowship. I say on the water, but just kind of meet in a little circle right there at the boat ramp. And we'll just kind of talk about what you can expect out there on the water. There's really, Lake Hart was very friendly to run and navigate, so you don't have any really navigational concerns other than common sense. You see a shoal marker, don't try to run through it. Pay attention to your mapping. For my guys at kayaking, you got plenty of places to launch, and Lake Hartwell has a lot of ramps. It's 56,000 acres. I'm going to break that down by the end of this live. I'm going to break down a couple sections of the lake for you. So hang around to the end of the live, because we're going to talk about fishing pretty extensively. And then we'll regroup at Clemson Marina at 7 p.m. at the end of the day. 7 p.m. we'll regroup back at Clemson Marina again. Just talk about the day. If you had any issues, we'll eat together. Just hang out. We never get a chance to just hang out. When you're in the seminar, I'm kind of talking and nobody else gets to talk. This is our talk to laugh and jab and throw. Tim Dawson likes to throw a lot of fights, so I wouldn't be surprised. You might see a little fight going at the night. you him and his brother get into it this time, but they might. So show up to the end for that. Same thing on the 17th. On the 17th, we'll do the same thing. Meet at 8 a.m. Do an on the water fellowship, and just go out, go fishing, enjoy yourself. If you're in the app, partner with some have a boat, want to get out on the water, just put a feeler out. On. So I want to make sure you guys are there on the 17th, the night of the 17th at 6 p.m. I'm doing the call time a little bit earlier on the 17th, just so we don't keep the people in the kitchen there all night on Friday night. So we're free to hang out as long as we want to on Friday night, but the kitchen will be serving us. I think they said they'll have drinks too for you people that like to drink. I don't drink, but if y'all like to drink, they say they're going to have the bar open too, so y'all can get crazy out there if you need to on the 17th. But Lona sponsored a dinner for us. I appreciate them stepping up to the plate and being a part of the retreat this year. All right, we can jump to the next one. Next slide, Michael. Okay, so this is the 18th. This is the seminar day itinerary here. So the seminar is at a different location than where we meet at for fishing on the 16th and 17th. It's actually at the boat dealership, Eclipse Marine. If you've registered, you've already got the address in your email that you register with. On the 18th, we're going to open the doors at 9. We'll give you about an hour to kind of hang around. I have a garage sale. Everything from Shop Be Light, we want to clearance out so I can get some new stuff in. I'm taking Shop Be Light in a different direction moving forward. So 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., you guys can shop, You can hang out, do your thing. At 10 a.m., class will start. Don't be late for class. I am handing out tardies. We'll do an hour and a half or so. Plan to do it from 10 to 11:30. We'll do class, answer questions. We'll be going live too, streaming live, so you'll be able to answer some questions from the live feed. We'll throw it on Facebook, YouTube, or actually we'll just do it in the app. We probably should talk about that, Mike. Where we're going to stream everything. We'll get to that later, and then we'll do lunch. 11:30 to 12:30. Do another hour period of lunch. You can shop if you need to during that lunch period, and then after that, we'll do a second class instruction. I'm really excited about what I'm doing for class instruction this year for you guys because I'm doing only lake breakdowns. But the different thing about this one, I'm at members inside of the app on new lakes, and we're gonna bring our experience to this class. So y'all know how I have all this thing about my lake breakdown process, what's available, what do the fish eat, what's the primary forage, what your skill set. You know how we go through all of that in our lake breakdowns. Well, you're gonna see that in real action. We're gonna see if it really works or if I'm full of crap. So not even gonna tell you who we're fishing with. You might know if they want to tell. That's fine. I'm gonna do 2 lake breakdowns. So one, we're going to a lake both of us never been to, and then another one I want to do as a tournament. I haven't got to ask the guy yet, but I want to fish a tournament together, and we're gonna break the lake down and fish the tournament. See how it goes. Share that experience. Be way different than the retreats that we've done. This is like real life experiences that we're going to share there. All right, let's jump to the next one, Mike. Okay. Okay, so championship day. You guys know I always have a tournament is along with this. So this is to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing on championship day. We'll have the tournament. Let me back up a little bit. April 18th at 2:30, we'll do the championship tournament meeting. Go over the rules, tell you what we're going to do, where we're going to go. Tournament meeting, 2:30 on April the 18th. If you're in the tournament, you plan on fishing tournament, you need to be at that meeting on the tournament meeting on April 18th. April the 19th, the championship tournament. Lines in at 7 a.m. Lines out at 3 p.m. And then we'll do the ceremony at 4 p.m. at Clemson Marina. That's on the water there. Okay? Okay. We can jump to the next one. Next slide there. So I decided to give you a aerial image of Seneca Marina. Clemson. So I'm so used to calling it. This is actually Clemson Marina, I think is what they call it now. But this is where we're going to meet at. So you see the red circle here. I don't know if my pointer shows up on this or not, but the red.
Brian, you with me?
Boats and kayaks, okay.
Hey, Brian, you cut out at the red circle.
Okay. All right, so right there at the red circle, you can see that red circle is the restaurant. That's where you're going to park. It's still skipping, Mike. We're still going. Yeah, we're good.
You're good.
We're good. That's where we're going to park, and that is also our the restaurant where we'll meet in the evening to do our little recap. At the boat launch right there, that's where you launch your boats. Hey, I'm giving away all the secrets. At the boat launch is where we'll launch the boats, but that just gives you an aerial image, kind of give you an idea where it's going to be at. There's really not a lot that you need to know about the marina. It's pretty self-explanatory, easy to get to when you come into this area. I'll send you downloaded this. We'll post this in the app like a PDF where you guys can keep it on your phone if you need to. We'll meet right here at this dock or at the boat launch in the mornings too. before we go out. I think that'd be a good central location for us to meet. All right, we can jump to the next slide, Mike. Okay, now let's talk about this. You guys remember I told you we're going to do something a little different I've done in the past on the water classes. So Gene has agreed to do some on the water, like actually take you out there on the lake and show you exactly what he's doing. All the stuff that he talks about, you're going to be able to see. Class. You can see the price there is $250 a boat. On the water instruction. You can register at sufschool.com. This is just like perfect hands-on. It's not a guide trip. These are not guide trips to go put you on fish. This is one-on-one instructional to show you exactly what he's talking about. We're not going to be looking at slides. You're not going to be sitting in a classroom. We're going to show you exactly what he's looking at, what he's talking about, what these fish are using this time of the year. I think it'd be worth your money. I can't imagine anybody attending one of the on the water classes and feeling like, man, probably should have did something else. This is where you can get a lot of your questions answered one-on-one instantly. So I highly encourage you. This is kayaks only. Highly encourage you to jump in one of these classes with Gene on the 16th, Thursday the 16th. All right, we can jump to the next one, Mike. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the part everybody's probably wanting to hear and talk about. What can you expect? What is the fishing going to be like? I know, like, for me, the seminar part is exciting. But the fishing is probably what most people come enjoy the most about the retreat. Because we always do it in the spring where it's easy and it's good. Like, the fishing right now, it ain't going to ever get as better as it is now. It's as better as it's ever going to better. Right now, it's easy. My boys been catching fish every day. They take the boat out on their own and catch fish right now. You're going to have fish in all three spawn phases when you get here in April. They're in it now, and they're going to continue to be in all three phases. You'll be able to find pre-spawn. There'll be a lot of fish post-spawn by then. There'll be fish spawning. You'll be able to see fish. Highly encourage you if you're coming down to do some sight fishing. Sight fishing teaches you so much about your bait awareness, casting, your boat presence, how bass react to your baits, how long a bass has your bait before you need to do sight fishing. I don't care nothing about your little soft feelings about plucking fish off beds. Our lakes have too many bass in them. We need you catching them. There'll be top water that'll play for the week. So definitely bring your top waters. That will play. Your frogs, top water spooks, Sammys, walking baits, all that stuff will play. It'll be fair game for you. Sight fishing will be sighted. There will definitely be some fish to be caught sight fishing. Dock fishing will be absolutely astronomically, exceptionally great. We have a lot of floating docks, and people think because floating docks aren't connected to the bottom that you won't be able to catch fish on them. You absolutely 1,000% will be able to catch fish on floating docks here. That will be going down. Main lake, secondary point, any point that's on the lake is liable to have a bass on it. I don't care if it's in the back of the creek. I don't care if it's in the front of the creek. I don't care on an island. Every point on the lake will have some kind of, I say every point, most of the points will have bass on them. I don't care where you are. When you got spotted bass and you got points, there will be fish using points. So think about how you would like to fish points. We're going to talk about that a little bit in a few slides here. Only thing I want you to do if you're coming to fish on the 16th and 17th, don't come down here being fancy. Don't come down here busy and then being mad because you caught 2 fish and everybody else caught 50. If you want to come and have a good time, April at Hartwell, there's no reason for you to not have, unless we have a major cold front, which they still bite here if it's cold. Unless we have a major cold front, there's no reason for you to not catch 15, 20 bass a day on the low side. There's no reason for you to not catch 15 to 20 bass. For you guys that are pretty experienced anglers, there's no reason for you to not catch 30 to 40 bass a day. And I'm not exaggerating. If my two boys, first time out on a boat on their own, can catch 10 a day, I don't know why you couldn't catch. You're gonna catch fish if you come here, unless you try to be fancy. You won't come down here and throw glide baits. That's fine. You'll catch some on them, but you won't catch like 4, and that's fine if you want to catch 4 bass. But me personally, myself and I'm not driving 10, 5, 8, 2 hours, an hour to go catch 3, 4 fish. Pumpkin, can you go flip somewhere else, boo boo? You got your booty up in the live. My little girl loves to do flips. Okay, next slide, Mike.
All right. While I'm swapping that over, Brian Barty put in the comments he'll be holding the 2-day Tron Memorial for the SUF members on Thursday and Friday.
Yes, on Thursday, perfect. The tournament that day, great. Also, if you need to get out on the water earlier than what I said, we're here to fish, man. I know some people like to fellowship, so if you want to fellowship, we'll fellowship. If you need to get out, because I'm sure the lines in will probably be a little earlier than the 8 a.m. call time. Let's see here. All right, so I want to do a little bit of a lake breakdown, and when I say lake breakdown, all I'm doing here is just talking about, just giving you the breakdown of how the lake really works. So you basically have 4 major areas here: the Seneca River, Tugelo River. Mike, can you throw me up in the top right-hand corner, because it's on top of that text for 26 Mile Creek. We're going to talk about that a good bit. Seneca River, Tugelo River, the dam, and 26 Mile Creek. Those are your 4 major arms of the lake. So we're going to launch in the Seneca River, which is, Mike, do they see my pointer when I use it or no?
No, they don't. Did I lose you?
Locked up again.
All right, I think you're back now. No, they don't.
Yeah,
they don't
I'm
see
back.
They don't see
Okay.
your pointer.
Okay, so we're launching in the Seneca River. We're up here about Clemson. That's where you're going to launch. There's fishing, good fishing all up and down through here. Probably one of my favorite creeks. If you're going to go, if you're going to fish the Seneca River, this fishing will be good up here. I tend to not catch really many good fish up here at the Seneca River. Red clay points are good. Flats, like there's a lot of flats, especially around campgrounds and all. There'll be a lot of fish you can see on beds, and there's pockets everywhere. There's good fishing up here. It's just not my favorite section of the lake to fish. This Conoross Creek is good. Last year in the Tackle Warehouse, I started off my tournament there in this creek, Conoross Creek. But my favorite section of the lake to fish by far is this section that you see circled in red. Typically on Lake Hartwell, I'll stay in this section right here all the time. I really don't ever leave that section. The dam can be good, but it's iffy. I think it's actually 26 Mile Creek. It can be good, but it can suck. I like to stay right here in the middle. Up here up Tugelo River, I've had some of my best days ever up here, way up Tugelo River, way up on the left. Fishing will be good there, but it's iffy. And the fish are smaller for whatever reason up this way. But right here in this center section of the lake, Green Pond Landing, Andersonville Island, all that you see covered in that circle right there is, in my opinion, is the best fishing on the lake. Couple ways you can get there from Seneca Marina. Obviously, you can run down here. Wide open in a bass boat is 15 minutes from Seneca Marina to here. It seems like as far as really not. If you ride 30 miles an hour, or you can just drive down here. But you can fish up here around Seneca and catch all the fish you want. I promise you. There'll be plenty of good fish to be caught up here. There's pockets, there's creeks, there's docks, there's points, there's things everywhere that you can fish. I see a question. No, there's no off limits areas on Lake Hartwell at all. Just stay in Lake Hartwell. No off limits in the lake. That's very fisherman friendly. There's so many big tournaments here. The dam is going to have a lot of clear water, and you'll be, if you like sight fishing, just come down here to the dam. That would be my suggestion. Come down here, Saddler's Creek, Lightwood Log, Powder Bag down here at the bottom. Even though some of these pockets on the South Carolina side are really good. You can sight fish really anywhere on the lake. Don't believe for 1 second that you can't sight fish up here. Right now, it's really dry in our area. We're not getting much rain. So even way up here up in the upper stretches of these rivers, the water is very clear. And when I say very clear, it's clear for Lake Hartwell, which means it's probably 3 to 5 foot visibility up here, way up the creeks. Until you get way, way up in the extremities, you're still going to get 3 to 5 foot visibility, and I can sight fish even up around Seneca Marina and further up, even 5 to 6 miles up from there. Same thing up Tugelo. I haven't been up Tugelo this year, but it's not raining at all. Our lake is actually low. It's probably 7 to 8 foot low. Do not be afraid of the low water. That is normal. We haven't had any rain. It don't make a hill beam difference that it's low. They still get on points. They still get on docks. They still get on the same stuff, even though it's low. People see our lakes low. We don't need water. Get your butt in the water and go fishing. It doesn't change. This is actually good for our lake that is low right now, because what happens is while it's low, we'll get the dog fennel to start growing back. And so when the water does fill up, when the lake does fill up, you'll see a lot better largemouth bite. Largemouth fishing is probably going to be kind of tough right now because there's not a lot in the water. There's not a dock or rocks or mud. There's not a lot of cover. But it doesn't matter because we have spotted bass. And they're dumb. They spawn on anything. Okay. I think that's all I really want to talk about, just the sections of the lake. I think that's all I wanted to mention on this. Let's jump to the next slide, Mike. Just want to give you a little heads up on tackle you probably should bring. So probably will catch a bass right now.
Hey, Brian, you cut out there for a second.
Okay.
Can you just start over on this on the slide?
So I want to give you a little idea of tackle that you should bring. The problem with suggesting tackle right now, I gave you a little list, but there's not a lure, there's not a color that will not potentially catch a bass right now. Everything that exists will catch a bass right now. All the lures. If there's something that you want to try to catch fish on, probably a good time to bring it. All the lures are going to work. All the colors, all the goofy stuff will potentially catch a bass. These are my favorites by far, and this is what I had my boys throwing all week this week. Jerk baits. I love to throw a jerk bait. Get you a long lip. I've been throwing the Bass Mooch HC 115 and 130. I get on the points. If it's got wind, choop, 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 got him. That's been my deal. Top waters, walking baits. All your walking baits are gonna play. That means your almond skimmer, shower blows, sexy dogs, that style, walking style, top water baits, bring them. They're gonna play. Get on those shoals. They spawn and they're spawning already. Hopefully, it doesn't finish in 2 weeks if it turns off. Nico Rig. If you don't know what a Nico Rig is, go to the app, type in Nico Rig. That's what a Nico rig is. A wacky rig with a little bit of weight in it. Shaky head by far. Shaky head and jerkbait does a lot of damage this time of the year. If you got wind, you throw the jerkbait. It gets slick, you throw the shaky head. If it's a little bit in between, it's a little bit windy, but not too much windy, I'll throw both of them, jerkbait and shaky head. There ain't a bass that you can't catch on this lake without a shaky head and a jerkbait. I fished the BFL 2 weeks ago, and I caught them all on jerkbait and shaky head. So do that. Bottom dragging lures, that means football jigs, spider jigs, Carolina rigs, wobble head, swing head type things with some type of soft plastic on the back of it. You can catch fish doing that. I know a lot of people in the app like jigs. So if you like jigs, bring them, flip them, skip them, throw them on laydowns. They'll bite that. I'm not doing that. I'm throwing my jerkbait and shaky head. I got him. I want to catch 30 a day. That's going to be my program. That's just a little list of things that you can do. Tackle you can expect to bring. I didn't even mention on top waters. I know like last year, my buddy Mark Jonas, he caught his on a buzzbait. I guess I shouldn't call that stuff out like that. That was actually kind of rude to do that, especially since he's fishing the tournament. So, but yeah, you can catch them on top waters. You can be able to catch them on Nico, shaky heads, bottom dragon. They'll be spawning. They'll be done spawning. They'll be doing everything that exists. Okay, let's see questions. Mike, did you see any questions? Let's see what we got here.
What fishing license you need, Georgia or South Carolina?
Either one, reciprocal on Lake Hartwell, so you can get Georgia or South Carolina. Doesn't matter.
All right. John Wilson asks Brian, what if we have a campsite? Can we launch from there before the tournament, or do we meet at the same ramp to launch?
Do whatever you want. Yeah, we'll cover that in the tournament. I'm assuming you're talking about the tournament, John. We'll talk about it in tournament meeting, but you can launch anywhere. You don't have to launch. You can launch. And, even like on the 16th and 17th, love to have you for our little morning fellowship get together, but you don't have to do that. I figured it'd be just a good time to kind of hang out and go out. I like that, especially if you're by yourself and you want some help launching your boat. I just kind of like to get together, see everybody, come up with a plan. That way you guys can connect, trade phone numbers. If you're cool and comfortable with it, trade phone numbers. I can't imagine too many people being weird about that, but trade phone numbers with each other so you can communicate during the day. You got the app if you don't feel comfortable with that. I think you guys forget to, in the app, we have a messaging portion of the app. When you go to the community section, or do you even have to, go to the community section. I'm on it right now. You see it says messages at the top. In the middle, you can message each other inside of the app, but even like just post in the you can also just post in the community section on the app on any of the platforms. Definitely post your pictures because I want to use those pictures to promote this if you don't mind.
And I will point out we created a spring retreat channel there in the community section. So I mean, y'all find each other, but that one's set aside to have conversations, ask questions, all that kind of stuff for the retreat.
Yep, perfect. So yeah, use those resources, guys. Use those resources to kind of connect with each other. Let's see, what else do we got?
Rick Taylor asked, "Can Mac and I use your boat?"
Actually, Ricky, send me a message about that. Actually, send me a message in the app. Send me a message because I'm looking for somebody to help. I'm serious. Like the young kids say, on God. Seriously, send me a message in the app, Ricky. I'll talk to you about that.
I think we got them all that I'm seeing, guys. If I missed one,
let's see. I'm gonna go to the app. Are you looking in the app too? Let's see if there's any questions there on the chat there.
Yeah, I think
I
we
don't
got
think so.
most everybody over to Facebook. I'd like to gift tickets for a seminar for my buddy and his son. How do I go about doing that?
Um,
L-
let's try that
Mark,
again. It broke up on my end.
okay. Mark asks, I'd like to gift tickets for the seminar for my buddy and his son. How do I go about doing that? Um,
Uh, what you think, Mike? Just have him register, and then is there a way to put like a attention to whatever the guy's name, or what can we do?
yeah. Easiest thing, if you're willing to tell them, if you don't want to surprise them, just get their email addresses, and you can just go through and sign up one at a time with each of their email addresses. Pay for it with your credit card, and that'll be that. That'd be the easiest way. If you want to try and gift it as a secret or something like that, then you can you can email the support email, or find me in the app and message me, and we'll come up with a way to get that taken care of. Did that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah. I guess if he's coming, he can't be too much of a surprise anyway. Can it?
Yeah.
They have to plan to come. So yeah. Also, send me a message if it's something we need to talk about, and you do want to try to surprise him. It's like my kid. Like he can't. If I tell him we're going somewhere at 8 o'clock on Saturday, we're going. Like so. We'll figure out how to make it work for you.
And
Even
then yeah,
if you got two registrations and y'all come to the registration table, we're not gonna be like, no, buddy, you can't come in here. We see two for under your name and not his name. No, just get the registration. We'll
Ma-
get you in.
yeah, and Mac Toon said the same thing. Just sign them up at the door. That would probably be the easiest thing. I'm trying to solve it in the app, so sorry guys. Oh, you back
I
with
got
me?
you. Yeah, I got you. What is it, Mike?
I think we covered.
We're good.
So Mark rogered up on cool. I think we got that taken care of for getting his
Okay.
buddies registered.
Definitely reach out, send me a message in the app if you got any other things. Uh, just anything comes up that you need to think about. I think we covered pretty much everything. I'll try to turn that slideshow into a PDF, and we'll email it and post it to you in the comment section. If you haven't registered for the event, make sure you register. We really don't have that many people registered, so go ahead and make sure you get registered for the event if you're in the app. I know a lot of times people wait. Last year we had like 20. The week before, I'm like, oh my god, like get prepared for you a little bit better. All right, let's see. Will Haggard said, Amakaker would love to catch a ride with someone in the boat for Thursday. Yeah, yeah, definitely do that. Awesome. Okay. Um, I think we got it all right, Mike.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to cover. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But if
y'all
y'all need any,
y'all y'all are going to be getting messages and emails and directions and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, we got everybody who does a good job asking questions. It seems when the questions come up. So
yeah, check your emails. All the addresses and everything you need should be in your email. Uh, Google will tell you exactly where to go. Forest Lodging, there's a lot of campgrounds on Lake Hartwell and full of Airbnbs. If you just open up the map, you're going to see exactly how. I mean, there's places everywhere for you to go.
yeah, Mac Tune, yes, the app members still need to sign up and pay, but use that SUF20 discount.
Yeah, you can use your SCF 20 discount to go.
And John Wilson, what time is the last photo submission?
3 p.m. 3 p.m.
And if line's in time is 7 a.m., what time can we launch before that?
I don't care about that. You can launch whenever you want to, as long as your line's in at 7 a.m.
All right. I think we got it all. Well, at least it's freezing on a smiling face.
Yeah, no.
You back with me?
All right.
Okay.
I'm back.
Every time you freeze, somebody else asks a question. Byron Johnson, his wife wants to hang out with him on tournament day on the water. Is that possible?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because you can only submit your fish. So yeah, as long as you're only submitting your fish. Hell, I don't know who you are in the regular season tournaments. You might have had her with you then. So yeah, that's fine. We're just not fishing with guides, anything like that, or people not like you couldn't get on the boat with somebody that's not in the tournament. That's all.
Ray asks if we're this video will be uploaded and I'll get it live on the app, so everybody can review this info.
Yeah. All right.
Anything else?
Anybody got anything else? Right on. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I think we got everything you need to get registered in the comment section of these videos. If you haven't already, if you're in the app, you got it's easy to get connected up. So shoot me a message if you got any other questions or post in the community section. We'll get it taken care of ASAP. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Thank you, Michael.
All right. See ya.
All right.